What's up, my fellow Tokyo nerds and fellow Skylander nerds? We are back after a week of no Zeztz, and not gonna lie, it sucked. I mean, my videos are based on Zeztz, so not having a week of Zeztz, I was trying to figure out what I was gonna do. So, got the shorts for Halloween, which comment below what you think about my Baku costume. Just trying to lighten the mood. So 2 weeks ago, this episode takes place right where Baku just died. And how he got revived? Well, kind of easy. So, Nemu took the Zeztz and Breakum in his blaster form, takes the recovery, puts in, and boom. Brought back Baku back to life. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And honestly, okay. To be fair, I was hoping they kind of played that out just a tinge bit longer. Just a tinge. But I'm okay with that. This was a good episode. It definitely amped up the intrigue. So, obviously the Dreamer's chef. So, what was the nightmare? The nightmare was poisoning the conference? That's the nightmare is? Supposedly the chef wanted to cook for the conference, but in the real world he had a condition where he got sick and couldn't. So his co-workers had to fill in that spot. So that was pretty good. And that was good on their end. I'm not so sure about the situation behind the nightmare, but take that as you will. Take that as you will. I also want to say, when Baku wakes up in the hospital, I'm not gonna lie. Granted, he died. I feel like the sister was the tad bit overreacting. Granted, he has bad luck. He got struck by lightning. He got hit by a meteor. He almost got aimed by a shark. Okay, to be fair, I actually don't know if that one was... He almost got aimed or something happened with the shark. Something happened with the shark. Moving on. And I can see the protection, but I feel... Okay, this guy feels like an overreaction, but I can see both sides. You let me know. Was she overreacting or was she not? So, you tell me. And also, in this same scene, okay, physics cannot explain what is Fujimi doing, because he's climbing up a building to check on Baku. He could have used the front door, but he uses the window on top shelf. Yeah, get it? The dude is freaking crazy. Respect. I have respect for the guy, but he's a little cuckoo. And, well, at least he brings the comedic factor in the show, which I love. Can't go wrong with stupid comedy. And on top of that, when Baku was trying to sneak out of the hospital room to check on the chef, I assume that's what he's doing. That doesn't really clarify, but moving on. That whole sequence when he was climbing down the building, one, physically impossible. Two, the fact that he had to scratch his nose, had to let go, and accidentally let go of both hands. He paused for like a good 2 seconds, and I was like, I fell on his butt. That whole thing just got me so good. I mean, it's cheesy comedy, and I love cheesy comedy. You can ask the guys at work about my cheesy comedy likes. I make dumb puns for a living. Not for my videos, but at work, just trying to get the humor. I make dumb puns like a living. So that just it hits right. It hits all the buttons on how to make me laugh. So there you go. So and this was good. Back to Fujimi for a moment. We did know more about his predecessor that disappeared because of a black case. And it turns out, and a lot of people were speculating this, but it was Nox that was the predecessor. We did find that out in this episode. So, I'm definitely curious to know what the direction is going to be. I saw the name, started with a K, last name with an O. I could not tell you what the name is specific. They do say it, but I can't put it in my brain right now. So it'll get there when it gets there. So be patient. But also, when Fujimi and Nazuka were trying to stop the chefs from cooking, because if they cook, that'll cause the black case. This episode, I did like that they were in the middle of, like, the black case is about to happen. So, we gotta get the urgency going. I did like that. Also, that is one weird ringtone, but sick ringtone, that Nazuka has for Fujimi. So, side tangent there. Sorry. And, honestly, I did feel for Nazuka, because I did feel like she had a bit of an anxiety factor. You could tell by the way she was expressing that there was anxiety build up. I can relate to that a lot, honestly. But yeah, I mean, she did kind of cover that up, saying she's happy. But I feel for her on the anxiety part. So, great job on the actress, by the way. Great job. Back to Baku and them. They did find out what the nightmare was, which I'm pretty sure I already covered that in the beginning part. That the nightmare is poisoning the conference. And I'm glad they stopped it right in the nick of time. I mean, the poison was all ready to go in the dream. Also, I kind of want to address this real quick. When they were going through that scene, when they find the mine doors, Nem went around the table, went past the mirror, saw a quick second of reflection, walks towards Baku. But was she in the line of the mirror? Or was this a vampire situation where we can't see the reflection in the mirror? You guys have to let me know on that one. Because later on in this episode, Nox says that he was a wanderer in dreams, unlike Nem. And then they wanted us to look at the earring that the earring that Nem is wearing. It's the butterfly that the nightmares turn into when Baku banishes them. I'm not gonna say this because I don't want it to be true, because that'll just be gut wrenching. But this could cause some problems in the future if what I think is true. If you guys know, good on you. Don't say anything in the comments about it. But at the same time, it's like, damn. Is she? But here's the weird thing. 2 weeks in the episode 8, I'm pretty sure it was episode 7. We did see Nem in the real world? Okay, to be honest, I don't know where Nox is because the Nightmare and Nox open the scene like a curtain and just walk through, and apparently that's where Nox's base is. So, okay. This episode is a little confusing in some aspects. I'm not gonna say that it's bad. It just raises a lot of questions on how and what is going on exactly. So, who knows? Who knows? You never know. And ultimately, Nox gets recovery capsule to restore whatever Nox wants to bring back into the real world. So, that's all I gotta say about that. Oh, one last thing. The transformation sequence for recovery is very interesting. Episode 8, we saw Baku transform from Wayne to recovery. It de-henshined Wayne in order to transform into recovery. This kind of did the same thing, but that black mist that usually covers Baku when he's gonna transform sucks into the driver, but then appears different. So, I'm not sure how to feel about that. Because we still don't know where the capsules come from, to be honest. And, well, I don't really know what to think about that. It's interesting. It's very interesting, to say the least. You guys let me know what you thought about it. Also, I do want to touch upon this. This is not Zeztz related, but something big did happen in the tokusatsu community. So, there's a reason why I have this guy around, is because number 1 Sentai Gozyu is really good. No, I'm not watching Gozyu because you have to do some pirating stuff. It's not easy access to it, so I go off what YouTubers watch or reacting to what YouTubers are doing. So they're able to watch Gozyu, and that usually is what I use to get my knowledge. But recently, we just heard that the actress that played Sumino, A.k.a. Gozyu Unicorn, did get fired from the show because of I try to be kid friendly as much as possible, but it is public, so my videos are public to the viewers, so it's not geared towards kids, but I try to be as kid friendly as much as possible. But the reason why she got fired was because of underage drinking. The actress is only 20, and she was like a year away from legally drinking, but still, the situation kind of sucks because from what I've heard from this last episode 37 of Gozyu, was really rough because they had to work around Sumino's situation. So it sucks not just for the show, but also sucks for the actress. She did, from what I've heard, she did do an apology, and I can honestly respect that. And from what I've heard, she was passionate about the show. You know, situations like these, it's always going to be hard to know what the best move is. I think for the show, they're going to have to work around Sumino. Hopefully someone else can fill in that Gozyu Unicorn spot. And if they don't, then That's I don't know how people are gonna react to that. I hope that's not the case, because there's only a few episodes left before we hit the finale of Gozyu, which I think it's late January, early February. So hopefully by then they're able to work around the Gozyu unicorns problem. I will cover number 1 Sentai Gozyu when the show is done airing, because if I did right now, it would feel really off-putting. So I'll give my thoughts about that when the show airs. But I just want to address that issue because I want to share how I feel. I feel this is a tricky situation for not just the show, not just for the team behind it, but the actress. So I wish nothing but the best for the actress. And I hope she's doing good for given the situation. But just know that me personally, we're gonna miss her. But I also think that the fans will also miss her because she was a good character in Gozyu. So that's my thoughts about that. As far as Zeztz go, this was a good episode. Definitely amped up the intrigue and definitely brought in a lot of questions on what's to come. So, you guys let me know what you think. And until next time, take care.